the bull case is that just like China was built on production of physical goods, you could argue there could be 100 million Indians creating digital goods, and India could be the digital factory of the world.
The gaming industry has grown by leaps and bounds over the last couple of years. Take this for instance. The industry generated roughly about $1.5 billion in net revenue during 2019-20 and is expected to surpass $5 billion by 2025. That's a booming industry, isn't it? And this industry has also been at the center of applications when it comes to new technologies. For example, it's been an early adopter and promoter of tech like blockchain and Web3. With the Web3 ecosystem growing rapidly across the country, it's worth studying the growth potential and the challenges of blockchain and Web3 based gaming. We caught up with some game developers, investors, and gaming groups at IGDC's Blockchain Gaming Summit earlier this month to learn more about the potential of this industry and what lies ahead. Could you give us a sense of how these technologies are revolutionizing gaming and how they are being adopted across the country?
From this year onwards, we're starting to see a lot more of that energy, right, flowing in. And I think it's inevitable, right, with the amount of energy that's flowing into the space, that Web2 companies evolve to becoming a Web3 company. But slowly what we're starting to see is a lot of Web2 companies starting to build small pilots. And working with these guys, actually, we feel their growth potential is massive, right? Having worked with Web2 companies, all this while, they have large communities. It's also a golden opportunity now to, cross-sell them, offer them additional engagement. And because the community members would have worked with them, there's brand recognition and there's trust. And that really kind of expands that. And
right now, blockchain is actually booming. It is one of the disruptive technology. However, there are so many use cases in the blockchain. Every day, there are so many blockchains are coming into the market. It's not only one particular blockchain.
Yeah. Crypto creates property rights in digital environments. What this means is you can truly own things. And which creates a virtuous cycle. Which means that, somebody, as you said, tier 2 or somebody, India already has like hundreds of millions of people who are interested in games, like YouTube gaming. India is the #1 market, right?
With the mass of audiences that the industry is attracting, can this new face of gaming become an income source?
We're also starting to see a lot of places where people are just dedicating time into blockchain gaming so that it can become a supplement to whatever that they're earning on a day-to-day. And that's kind of what excites us, right? I think when gaming goes into developing countries, it's an ability to now uplift society, provides additional sources of income. And I think for the younger generation, gaming is beyond just a lifestyle, right? It's now a way that they can supplement their income. If they are talented, they can either participate in esports.
Just like in the physical world, there are free markets. So like your mom or whoever, somebody in your relative or some farmer somewhere, they can create and produce digital goods that people who are short on time and have money can pay for.
And they have ownership over the
digital goods. Time spent in digital environments in games is already increasing. Forget about Web2, right? Like you guys in your generation, you may have heard of these Roblox and Fortnite and PUBG and others, right? And wherever time spent increases, commercial activity follows. So there is a lot of commercial activity in these digital environments, right? And like similar commercial activity to the physical environment. Like you bought this jeans for a specific reason, you bought this jeans for a specific reason. You wanted to express yourself in a particular way. And you pay for these physical goods to kind of just project yourself and express yourself in a particular light. Now, whenever there is a social environment, people will want to express themselves. It doesn't matter whether it's physical or digital. So digital environment in PUBG, I want to dance in a particular way when I make a headshot. Or I want to color my gun in a particular skin. This is no different than you buying some physical apparel. So that has been around for a while and it's a big market now. It's like $50 to $100 billion a year. It's very meaningful.
So I'm in the space since 2017. I'm a crypto OG. So I have seen a lot of changes in this sector. The traditional games, Web2, Web3 right now. There are so many things has happened. And people are really making a lot of money right now. Well, again, it all depends upon the market fluctuations, right? It's not so easy because crypto is completely, these games are completely related to blockchain and crypto. So subsequently, there is always things to look out at.
But it's still very early stages for this blockchain and Web3 based gaming industry, right? So, what kind of challenges exist as we see right now?
So traditionally, I think with a lot of the Web2 game developers that we speak to, a lot of them feel that the hurdle is very challenging because you need to find blockchain developers, right? That's kind of the key. And secondly, I think a lot of people are actually, feel that regulation or where to start this from is a big concern.
Traditional games don't need to invest on anything.
Yeah.
No NFTs, nothing. Only the characters. You just play, fun, happily enjoy. That's it. However, with NFT games, you are getting something out of it, right? For that, you need to have an investment. So, for the class of people, means for students, it is very difficult. And the majority of the people who play is students, right? So these are the important, prominent people in the gaming sector right now.
Today, all of these digital environments are very autocratic.
What do you mean by that?
Like in the physical environment, if Mansi decides that she wants to start a new clothing line with particular taste, like it needs to be casual enough but Indian enough.
Yeah.
It should not be like a heavy duty sari every time I have to wear Indian clothes. She can start that company. She can start producing those goods and find her own audience and distribute.
Right.
This is impossible to do in any digital environment today.
Right.
If you are inside of Minecraft or Roblox or Fortnite and you say, I want to start my own gun skin line,
It's gate kept.
and it's very eccentric and like vibrant and fluorescent, you can't do that today.
Right.
It's the publisher decides everything, and that's not a good world.
Another often overlooked issue is that gaming has also traditionally been more male dominated as a sector. But we are seeing this change slowly. So, how can we bring more women on board?
When you ask about more women into the community, it's not only the gaming ecosystem. We need to bring a lot of the women into the crypto and blockchain space. The reason is that first the basic knowledge is important. We don't need to directly jump into as a trader or directly jump into as a player or maybe a developer kind of. We need a basic concepts. For that we need to encourage and entertain, empower a lot of women. We need to create awareness camps, talk to a lot of people wherever we go, whoever we meet, we need to talk to them, engage them and ask them what they're doing. Hey, go and get, here is something you can be able to do. If we can be able to freely make them to understand, this is what it is, then it's easy to encourage more women and to bring more into the blockchain space.
And what does this Web3 and blockchain based industry have in store for India and its population?
In India, there's a whole lot of tech talent. There's a whole lot of interest in gaming. We are natural storytellers, and when it comes to gaming, it's all about entertainment, right? And definitely, we're starting to see a lot more tier 2 cities coming on, either as gamers or their guilds.
The bull case is that just like China was built on production of physical goods, you could argue there could be 100 million Indians creating digital goods, and India could be the digital factory of the world.